Friends, hello, welcome back. Hope was having a lovely day. It has been a long time since we have played the world of NHL. It's been a couple months, I think now. I mean, long story short, love playing the game, love making videos for you guys, love it, love interacting, love everything about doing the YouTube stuff. It's just, I think, when you play the same game, what is it now, 10 straight years, 11, 12 straight years, it's like, 8 months in, you kind of get burnt out. It's kind of like, okay, I'm done playing, on to the next game. For me, I always go play baseball, play sometimes I just eat. Honestly, in the summertime, it's kind of like a break time for me where I just don't feel like playing games as much. I've been really busy outside of, gaming lately, so I haven't had as much time either. But, we always come back next year, start to get the hype built up. Love hype season. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Get hyped up about the next game and then, playing it through out there. So we're definitely not done making hockey content. Same with baseball. It's like, baseball starts to fall down a little bit. We don't play as much, but still love making the content. But we're talking about the release date. Whole lot of rumors. And we are on the page here for the advertisement here for the game for a reason for the event, because we're hearing a lot of rumors that we could be seeing in early September, maybe as early as September 3rd, for the release of NHL 26, because we've seen, hey, EA saying this is the last event. That's when this event ends, early September. Final event for NHL 25. It only makes sense for the next event for NHL 26 to come out. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, obviously, it could be 7 days later. Because if you pre-order the game, you can get access to the game 7 days early, usually from the release date. So it's like, well, technically it come out the 10th, you get 3 days early. The event would be ending when you get that 7 days early access. Very possible. It's also very possible EA's just ending it early, which is why we dive into it and wonder, is this indeed going to be the last event? Or it is going to be the last event. Is this going to be it for NHL 25, though? We're going to see the event tell the tale of when the game comes out or not. And there's a couple things we're looking at. First of all, we did see the cover athlete set last year, about the same time. It was going down to EA's feed. It was coming out late July. That kind of range where we've seen the cover athletes, most completed. I shouldn't say cover athlete, but the most completed sets. They did do a lot of that last year. You see the community request. You want to see something crazy? I logged, like I said, it's been a while. Look at this. Why is my Nathan McKinnon not a hot 99? I was in shock. I logged onto the game, and if it wasn't for the fact that I had to re-record the first 2 minutes of this video because for some reason my screen went blank, noticed that though before we did the video. It was great. Lucky day. I was like, well, what is happening? 97 McKinnon. But my Garland's a 99 anyway. I will take it. It's okay. So, a couple things we're noticing. First thing being, we have scoured through EA's feed between last year, July 15th to August 30th. And, we've still seen a hot headline that we've seen. There's the three most completed set end of July. Again, same time of the year, which again, you gotta wonder. Because we did this time of the year, we're getting the same thing this year as last year. Yeah, the headliners were in there. There's the 3 most completed greatest players. I do believe if we went down, it was, I want to say, there was the preseason set. Collect preseason and enter the 99. That was July 19th. That may have been the last one. I don't know if I've seen another one. So it could be common where the events start to end. Maybe they stopped advertising it then. Somebody that may have played may have the exact date. I don't know if the exact date. One thing we can exact date, though, is the cover athlete came out on August the 22nd. It gave EA about a month because the game came out September 27th, which means they gave them about a month to build the cycle. And, August 23rd, if you keep going up, there is the EA plan they had here. Late July was the game. Late August, I say, was gameplay and presentation franchise. Hughes Brothers Hut, September 12 p.m. Early launch was the 27th. It was early access launch, so technically was it the 4th of October that came out then, right? October 6th, yeah, probably around. Well, it was October 6th, 11th to 12th. Came out a week earlier, the 24th, or 2024. So it was a week earlier plus the release date, so technically 2 weeks, hypothetically. But they could potentially pull it back. Again, same story this year, because we're looking at 22nd. And we're looking at August the 4th is going to bring us, well, right here, Monday, of course, but it was August 22nd, which was a Friday last time, nearly 3 weeks early. And hey, if you were to say nearly 3 weeks early, again, we're going from October the 6th, right? That can't be right. It came out, what did they say, the 27th, October the 3rd, I think, right? Was it October the 3rd, 27th, 3rd, 26th, 3rd? Right around that range, whatever. Not a huge difference, because it only comes out Tuesday, Fridays. They changed it last year. The early gameplay come out later. But anyway, so you're going to go up a couple weeks. We are falling right around the 12th. The 12th to the 5th. The early access being the 5th, the 12th being the game release. And that is about the window if we push everything forward. But one thing we do have to keep in mind is EA typically used to really hype these games even earlier than that. I remember back in the day, remember the awards, the NHL cover reveal? That was what, early July, late June? Now they kind of push everything in 1 month together, which I knew which way you would. Some people love just getting early stuff, new content coming out for the new game. But again, if you come out too early, it's like, well, now you just don't feel like playing the other game if you put it out for like 3 months. So that is all but possible, I think. And the more I look at it, the more I actually think, hey, there's a strong possibility, because if we're releasing all this information 3 weeks earlier, I can definitely say, hey, look at that February 10th release date. Maybe the early access is February 3rd. I don't think we get a February 3rd release date. Early access September 26th. It's possible. Well, I'm looking at the wrong dates. I was thinking August. We should have said Friday the 12th. My fault. Friday the 12th of September release date, and then potentially Friday the 5th is early access. Very possible. Again, back in the day, the game came out first week of September, sometimes the second, but it is very possible it comes out the 5th, and then you have early access as early as maybe the 29th, 27th, the 27th to the 29th range, and the game comes out, 3rd to the 5th range. It's very possible. Kind of cool to see NHL actually going back to where they once were. I think that's where they need to be. You want a whole month. I want a whole month. I want a whole month to play this game. Preseason hockey's on. I should be playing NHL even a couple weeks before the preseason, getting hyped up about the game. That's when personally I like playing a lot, because once the Stanley Cup finals are over, it's just kind of like, well, now what do we do? I'm done. Nonetheless, as always, if y'all found this video helpful, I appreciate you liking and subscribing. You never have to. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.